Hi everyone, welcome to this early video. Usually it's about 2 weeks, but when I see something else, I always like sharing it no matter what it is. So as you know, we flew to Tenerife. This is where we are now. Sunny. Only it's not sunny today. Anyway, what I've got to share is on the plane over here, we were at the back and there was like a load of turbulence. I mean, it was like, whoa, which didn't bother me. But I did have a little thought, which I accepted, which I didn't see, a little invitation at the time, but it was so subtle that it sneaked in and popped back out before I'd even realised I'd accepted it. And the thought was, oh, I wonder if that'll affect the inner ear. And this is because about 5 years ago, well, I think it's as all that, what was it called? Pandemic started. And I'd got out of bed one day and I just went, oh my God, I was like dizzy and everything. And I thought, oh, they didn't mention this in the COVID. It was a symptom of dizziness and then sick. Anyway, I phoned the doctors because obviously you couldn't go in. And he said, oh, your symptoms sound very much like vertigo. Now, I'd heard my mum, she'd had this plenty of times. So the little seed was planted. Anyway, I fought with these symptoms. I was sick. I actually had to go to bed, didn't I? We tried doing different exercises on the Google that put your head back, put it forward. And what it is, vertigo, I think it's just something on the inner ear that affects your balance. But when you don't know what it is, it's a bit scary at first. So obviously, I didn't know what I was then, so I fought with it.
Well, I remember coming in and I said, what's wrong? And you said, the room's spinning round, it's all spinning round, it's all spinning round. And I said to you, next time the kettle goes past there, make us a brew.
He did. I didn't find that funny at the time. Anyway, that was what it was like. And because it's a bit scary when it's not happened, I just thought, I'm just going to go to bed and lie still. But I still tried to get rid of it. Oh, do this, do that, and fought with it for about a week until one day I was just sat there and thought, well, all I can do is look out the window at the clouds going by. So I thought, well, that's what I'll do. I'll just look out the window and do nothing. And then in that moment I thought, and I looked at what the experience was, and the experience was, what came to mind is, when I was a young kid, I loved going to the fairground and a waltzer. Now, for them in this country, or whoever's never been on a waltzer, it's like a merry-go-round that goes round, and on each thing there's a seat that spins round, and it spins you really fast, and when you get off, you like that. I thought, oh my God, that's the experience I'm having, except I'm not paying for this. I used to pay for that experience. I thought, all right, every time I go dizzy, I'm just going to not fight. I'm just going to think, oh, I've just been on the waltzer. And with that change of thinking, it just went. It was just no longer there. So back to the story of now. So we arrived Wednesday, and then the early hours of Thursday morning, I was fast asleep, and I just remember turning over, and all of a sudden it was like the whole bed had done a 360 turn. It went like that. And when you're not expecting it, the whole bed doing a 360 turn, it's like you put your arms and your legs out and go, oh, not Mark. To bed. And he said, what's going on? And then I go, oh, it's that vertigo. I don't know how that's there. I've not thought about it. And Mark's thought before he went back to sleep, you have. And then I looked and I thought, I did. So, but then knowing now what I do, I knew there was nothing to fight off. It's just the vertigo, and I'll just get a free ride now and again of dizziness. So I still went about my day. We were swimming, we were walking, we were doing one-to-ones, and it didn't affect me. So such a difference between the first time of not knowing what I know now and what I am, of fighting against it, to this time going, oh, right, okay, maybe a free dizzy ride. That's it.
Yeah, but you was going to say more than that, weren't you? How subtle it was.
Oh, yeah, it was, because the thought on the plane was so subtle, I didn't even see that until I looked back and thought, oh, yeah, I did accept. Oh, how is this going to affect the inner ear? So that was like you accepting that thought invitation. And this is how everything comes in so subtle. So another thing, we were in the pool. Well, no, I was looking at the man in the pool the other day. He'd been swimming an hour. And I thought, I want to go in the pool, but I want to go in on my own. So I just thought, well, I'm going to go nip to the loo. When I come out, I'm going to go in the swimming pool on my own. And that's all I stated, very subtle. And then I did that without any more thinking. And the time I'd got back up to the pool, there was no one in it, and I went in the pool on my own. But this is how everything's done, but it's so subtle. We don't see we are doing it. We are choosing. We choose. Even if it's not a conscious thought, it just comes in and we go, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. oh, I'm swimming in that pool on my own. Or this isn't going to affect me at all because it's just an experience and it's not the truth of what I am. So it's just pointing you to this, and we are God having a human experience. So when we are playing in the human realm, things will come in, and it's our choice to say, yeah, or not today, no thanks, or whatever. There's vertigo there, but whatever. I'm still doing what I choose to today, and it's not going to bother me. So this is what we point people to. So it's not like, oh yeah, Collette and Mark are happy. Yeah, we are, because when something comes in like that vertigo, we know we have a choice. We know, for one, we've said yes to that experience, but we also know we've got a choice how that experience plays out. So I don't even look, has it gone? Has the vertigo gone? Can I twist? Can I twirl? Can I put my head upside down? I don't know, I don't care. That's the thing. When it's so insignificant, it doesn't stay with you that long, because you realise there's nothing there except an illusion that you've said yes to, and you've said, yes, it's real. But when you know it's not real, what's the problem in this now moment? Well, what is the problem? There is none.
When it's gone. If you're saying it's gone now, then there's only now.
That's
so it's gone.
Yeah.
So all it is you're going to a past or future looking for it again. Like you must have said, the last 5 years ago, you had something that you call vertigo.
Yeah, a label.
Because obviously, because you took on a suggestion, like a program. Oh, my mum had it.
Yeah.
At a certain time, I'll get it.
Yeah.
This will be it. But you give it a name. You've called it vertigo, and then suddenly you've just been on the plane and you've just nipped back to the past, which you can't do. It's just the past is just a thought about now, in now. So you're thinking about something now and calling it the past.
But experiencing it now.
But yeah, so you've just had a little thought, oh, this turbulence, that might set me a little, very subtly, and just left it and let go. And you've not thought about it again.
No.
But you've just accepted that. And that's what we do with everything. And then it shows up. The thing is, it's because you've not gone, oh, I hope I don't get it. It's just sometimes it's very subtle. And then you've just left it and you've accepted that, and then it has to show up because you're the power.
Yeah, because it's like you place an order on the internet and then you just forget about it.
Yeah, you don't keep going, where is it? Well, some people do, but if you know it's going to come, if it's a trustworthy that you've always bought from this site and it always turns up, you just press it, order it, and that's it. You let it go then.
Yeah.
And what's happened is that thought came in, and then you've just accepted it, and then it's shown up.
But I still had the free will, the choice that I could have gone and what happened 5 years ago, the experience of staying in bed a week and actually physically being sick. I could have thought, oh, that's going to happen again. But now I know I have the choice. I am the power. That I thought, I might get a free little dizzy rides now and again. Might not. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. That's the big difference, because once you see you are the power, you don't have to fight. You're the power. Why would you try and push anything away? And it's all an illusion. You just choose again and just say, oh, right, I see that. I see where I chose that. And even if I didn't see that, where I accepted it, it doesn't matter. That's the thing. It only matters if you say it does. You give everything meaning. So if you say it matters, you're going to experience it matters. If you say this is bad, you're going to experience it being bad. If you say, oh, this is insignificant to me, well, it's insignificant.
It's like, if you have a bad dream or a nightmare or just a weird dream, and then you wake up and you start thinking about it and you think, oh, that wasn't very nice. But then you start to give it meaning. Think, I wonder what that meant. It didn't mean anything apart from what you say it is. And if you don't think about that dream ever again, it'll never show up. But what we do is we think, oh, I wonder what it was that. What did it mean this? Did it mean that? I didn't feel very good when I had that dream.
Oh,
and then you bring
maybe it's a bad omen.
that's bringing it into the now. You think about it now and experience it now. But if you think about something else better, nicer, you can only think of one thing at a time. So if you think about something nice, it's gone.
Yeah.
And it won't come back until you think about it again.
Yeah. And it's only an experience,
it's always
not
now,
truth.
But it's always now. So whatever you think about now, you can only think about one thing at a time.
Yeah, yeah.
So just think about something better. And as soon as you think something better, you experience it right now.
Yeah. And it's not about pushing away, because pushing away is, if you can imagine, I've said it before loads of times, when you push anything, something pushes back and then you're in this. But if you don't push, well, nothing comes up to resist, is there?
Yeah, that's a belief as well.
There we go.
So it's just the belief.
Yeah, well, I know.
Because if you take away the words, there's nothing.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing there.
There's nothing
I'm
to
just
push
saying,
against. There's nothing to push.
That's all made up. But when someone says, I feel like I did, I have to get rid of it, I have to push against it.
Then you're saying something.
You're saying it's real and you
that
exist.
you have to get rid of.
Yeah.
But if it's just a thought and thoughts are made of nothing, so what is it to get rid of?
Exactly. So the exact same experience happened, like everything going round and spinning, but I had a different experience because there was nothing to get rid of at all.
And how can that something, if that was you, then how can it just vanish again? As soon as it came, it went.
Yeah.
So how can, if that was you, then how could it come and go?
Yeah, because it's just an illusion. It's not the truth, and that's
so
it was never there in the first place.
Exactly. So, but when we keep thinking about it, we keep experiencing it now and now and now.
Yeah, in the now and in the now. It's not like we bring it back. It's like a reinvention.
It's like when
really.
people, like when little children bang themselves and then
they look to see if you're smiling or going, oh.
Oh, they just put their attention on something else and then it's gone. As soon as they've forgotten about it. As soon as you forget about it, it's gone.
Yeah, because we used to do that when our kids fell. We used to say, "Oh, do you want some chocolate?" Oh, so they didn't even have time to cry because straight away.
Well, not chocolate. We just would say, "Oh, look at that, look at that."
Yeah, all chocolate. Chocolate whip for me.
I didn't. But you know what I mean? So when you as soon as you put it, oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Straight away they put attention on that and they've forgotten about the knee.
Exactly, yeah. But when you go, oh, you all right? Then it's like, they hold the breath and ready for the big cry.
And they look, don't they? And then everyone looks shocked and then starts crying, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Oh, and a reminder that it's our group on the 11th of May at 7 p.m. UK time, British Standard Time. And to join, you can go on our website, newutoday.com, in the events page, and you can join. Then it tells you all what the group is about and what its title is and all that lot. So we'd love to join you because we just talk more of this and we answer any questions and we do mini one-to-ones on it as well. Anything to add? No. Okay. See you the next time. Bye.
Bye.